Welcome back, everyone. We are live here at the San Francisco Summit. I'm Am Grabelny, living human NFT and solution architect. I'm joined by two wonderful people that I've grown to love over these past few days.
Oh, we love you too.
I can't believe you're a very brave person, Aaron. You
So
were
brave.
up here with me yesterday, and you
I came back. I came back. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Suman has to.
Yes,
Yeah,
I have
kind
to.
of part of the job.
Yeah.
I'm a volunteer.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, Suman.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Suman. I work as a developer advocate with the Amazon EFS team, and with us we have Aaron. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is Aaron Hunter. I am a senior technical trainer with the AWS Training Certification Team.
All right. So yesterday we heard from you, Aaron, too. If you joined us yesterday, we talked all about AWS Power Hour. We're going to talk about it again today.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Some people might be joining the stream for the first time.
Hopefully.
I know you wanted to talk about some different things than you talked about yesterday a bit, but let's cover some just in case we got new people joining us as
Yeah.
well. What is AWS Power Hour?
So AWS Power Hour is a series that we have that's actively running. We've already had 4 episodes. There are 2 more episodes, episode 5 and episode 6. Episode 5 is airing next week, and episode 6 is airing the week after. Yesterday we covered episodes 1 and 2, and today we'll cover episode 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so yesterday we covered episode 1 and 2. So for folks who have missed out, they can always go to AWS Power Hour and watch them. So if you are new to this and if you are just getting started, you are not behind. You can always go back and check those episodes, right? So
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead and show us what we have today?
Yeah, so if they go to awspowerhour.com, and I have a website pulled up here, what you'll see is it takes you to AWS Training Certification on Twitch. This is a page that we have that walks you through the upcoming live shows that we broadcast for certain activities. Maybe they're aligned to the Get Certified Associate Challenge, which is happening right now. And here we can see we have AWS Power Hour SysOps. And if we scroll down a little bit, what we'll also see is the ability to explore other on-demand shows that we've had in the past. I can see we have AWS Dev Hour, Building Modern Applications, Power Hour for Architecting from July, and October, and a couple others here. So let's go ahead and jump into AWS Power Hour, and we can see.
Not to derail you. Aaron.
Whoa.
I know.
Interrupting me,
I'm
Am.
so sorry, but you mentioned the challenge. We didn't get to talk about the challenge much yesterday.
The challenge, like yesterday, yeah. So
I
it's
wanted
very-
to hear more about that challenge.
I do. I want to hear more about that. I actually want to tell more about that.
Do you?
So yeah, I do. Yeah.
Even though I interrupted you very rudely.
Oh,
Can you forgive me?
I can.
I seek your forgiveness.
We'll hug it out later. So the Get AWS Certified Associate Challenge is running until April 29th. So register today. We should have chat moderators throwing links in the chat, so click on one of those and go to it. And right here, we can sign up now. The challenge ends June 1st, so get started really quick. There's a couple things that I want to call out. So let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. The very first FAQ, the frequently asked question, is how do I get the free voucher for the practice exam?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we have free vouchers for the official practice exam. You have to join the challenge, enter your information, and then we'll be sending that out to you. You can use the practice exam until May 15th, and then your exam appointment can be any day before May 31st. So really cool to be able to practice that.
Hey, much
Yeah.
like an Echo device, you said my wake word, which is free.
Free.
Yeah.
Free.
And now I was already paying attention.
Thank you for saying Echo device, because I've accidentally purchased everything in my shopping cart once by saying my wake word.
Yeah. My wake word is free, though.
Yeah, okay.
And this is not only for SysOps certification, but it's for all the associate level certification.
So
right?
the Power Hour series is focused on SysOps, but we have, if we scroll back up to the top of this page,
Yep.
what we'll see is the Get Certified Challenge is applied to AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate, the AWS Certified SysOps Administrator Associate, and the AWS Certified Developer Associate. So Associate Get Certified Challenge.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I love it.
I love it too. Yeah.
You know, this is more of a philosophical question, Aaron. But for the Power Hour, you've done previous Power Hours
Yes.
from the TNC org, training certification org, with a wonderful gentleman by the name of John Dion. Why SysOps? Why did you pick SysOps for this Power Hour?
So we've done Cloud Practitioner, we have the Solutions Architect Associate, and now SysOps because it's the next piece. It's the next component for learning the AWS
sense.
Cloud and the resources and how to even migrate some applications as well.
Okay, and I understand this is not something that you can answer at this point, but do you have plans, and can you share maybe Power Hours of the future? What
I can't share that right now,
Okay.
but you know what? AWSPowerHour.com, if they go there, they'll find more information about any upcoming live shows. We'll post it there. So, yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So if
Sorry.
anyone wants to get started with it, they can go there and stay tuned, and they can see any of the future programs. Today we have SysOps, but tomorrow we might have something else, so they can get all the latest and greatest updates.
Today we have SysOps. Tomorrow we'll probably still have SysOps, but yes. So here what we can see is once you click on Learn More from that page, it's going to pull up all the details about the other episodes. Right now, or during this live 20 minutes, we'll spend time talking about episode 3. For those who are just tuning in, you can watch episode 1, you can watch episode 2, and you can see here that we have the resources alongside those episodes. Episode 3, and we'll scroll all the way down, and we can see episode 4, metrics, events, and logs. We'll talk about that later today. And then we have episode 5 that has not been aired yet. And then we wrap up the entire series with episode 6 on Monday, May 2nd at 9:30 Pacific.
Now, Aaron, are you the type of person that waits for a series to conclude so you can binge all the episodes?
Oh no, sometimes I go back and I watch them over and over again.
Yeah, but Are you more, you like to watch it when it drops? Like, oh, I want to keep up. Each week I'm coming
depends.
back.
It depends. I would say for this, watch it live and then go back and watch it on demand because it's so good.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no
Love
bias there.
I love it. Yeah, no bias
No
at
bias
all.
at all, yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
clearly, no way.
No way.
So episode 3, what's episode 3 all about? What are we
Episode
talking
3 is
there?
all about high availability and auto scaling. So here we start to expand the conversation. In episode 1, we built out what the series is like. We talked about it. We set up the right information. We got our account set up. We stopped using our account root user. We started using IAM users and talked about putting the users in groups, really security focused. And then so we just got started. Episode 2, we added on to that networking, compute, and security. So we continued that security conversation into episode 2 because security is job 0.
Yep.
It's very, very important. And we started talking about Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, Amazon VPC. We started launching EC2 instances, so our Elastic Compute Cloud. And then we put that instance as the website. Then episode 3, we started scaling. So now we have high availability and auto scaling, which reacts to capacity changes. And let's say if we say, go to AWSPowerHour.com and that one instance is hosting that website, it might not be up. It might go down because of that capacity change. So now we can scale this out. I'm not indicating our architecture here. If we're not using an EC2 instance, we're actually using something else, which we will talk about with, let's see here. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, you know what? It is episode 3. Wow, look at that. So we're actually using Amazon S3, our simple storage service with CloudFront. We have origin access identities to be able to get content from an S3 bucket. It's really cool and set up properly.
Yeah, and that, not necessarily high availability, but things like CloudFront also tie into other metrics like latency too.
Latency,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so
those-
you're learning one concept, but you're also learning some other maybe tangential things.
Oh, for sure.
Same
Like you're
time.
applying it all across the board. And that's with the certifications, what we see is when you study for one certification or another certification, there's some compounding overlap and you start to increase your knowledge.
Yeah.
Right.
At least I feel empowered when I do that.
Yep, and I think this is a very nice pathway for learning, because in today's world we have so much of information all around. It's very easy to get distracted, right? So if you look at this whole learning path, we get started with the basics of AWS. Then we focus on in the episode 2 we talked about networking, compute, and security, which are the fundamentals,
They're so
basically the
foundational,
core services, and which is common across all the certification for that matter. And then we are going deep dive into high availability and auto scaling. Yeah, I think this is great for anyone who is getting started with AWS. And I think this will not only help for SysOps certification, but one can take their learning journey to the next level and get into maybe a specialist certification like DevOps and all, because a lot of things are common and fundamental when it comes to all these resources and services.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got a question from chat.
There's a question from the chat. If you have questions, type those questions in the chat. Please do. We're watching it.
The cricket fan asks,
Oh yeah, do it.
is 4 to 5 weeks enough to prepare for an SA associate
Is
exam?
45 weeks enough?
4 to 5.
Oh, well, I was going to say 45 weeks. That might be enough. 4 to 5,
4
or
to 5.
maybe let's say 4 or 5 weeks. That might be enough. It really depends on that person's history, their background, their experience. And we have it outlined in the exam guide. Do you want me to pull that up?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
great
Yeah,
too.
so we have our exam guide. Well, first, how do we get there? We have the AWS Certified SysOps Administrator Associate page. And on that page, if you scroll down, you can see that we have some resources for you. And one of those resources is the exam guide. So what does it take to earn the certification? It's kind of like, what is it? It's like a cheat sheet.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
safe to assume there's obviously landing pages for all of the certs?
There are landing pages for all of them. So you can actually go here, get certified, browse certification exams, and you'll find the right certification for you. But let's pull up that exam guide for the SysOps Administrator Associate. So here, what we can see is, 4 or 5 weeks, not 45?
4 to 5.
4 to
Five.
5. Okay. It's not like 7, 8, 9, so 9's missing. But right here, if you need only 4 or 5 weeks, heed some caution, okay, be aware that we expect the candidates who are most successful to have at least 1 to 2 years of experience as a systems administrator in an operations role. And then we also recommend that with AWS knowledge, that you have at least 1 year of hands-on experience with AWS services.
Yeah, we talked about that a bit yesterday too.
A little
of,
bit.
Like the actual implementation details of going in and, maybe it's clicking through the console, maybe it's even getting a bit deeper and
Yeah.
setting things up through the CLI.
That's critical for this one.
I was going to say for
Yeah.
SysOps, I would imagine.
For the SysOps
Yeah.
certification, that is critical, and there's a key reason here because there's typically 2 different types of questions. It's
Right.
either single choice or multiple
Yep.
choice. So we can scroll down and we'll see there's a third unique option for the response types specific to this exam. So the SysOps Administrator Associate exam has exam labs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So you have the ability to really demonstrate your working knowledge of the AWS Management Console or using the AWS command line interface, the AWS CLI.
Or, as Steve would rightly point out,
Steve,
the PowerShell tools for
Hi, Steve.
AWS. Yeah, the AWS PowerShell tools as well.
PowerShell tools as well, yeah.
Yeah, for those inclined
Maybe.
to that type of
Maybe.
thing.
Well, this says the AWS CLI. I don't want to add more than what it says here.
Fair, yeah, fair.
Because with the exam guide, it's like we said, it's kind of a cheat sheet. So you
True,
can, you
so
can
maybe
use
there
it.
aren't PowerShell questions in the exam.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Steve might be visiting you late
Steve
at night
might be
at your
I
house.
know. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry.
But having knowledge of that certainly wouldn't hurt.
No, it wouldn't hurt. So if you are a Windows shop or a .NET developer, if you're a PowerShell developer, then you might feel comfortable in that environment, but you can still take that same concept and apply it toward the AWS CLI because at the end of the day, they're all just API calls.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, you don't have Steve
Yeah.
bothering you.
Yeah, Steve. Right here, buddy.
One of our other co-hosts off screen currently who chides us often about PowerShell.
Yeah. So actually, Steve is the one who kind of wandered up here and thought we were done yesterday. A little early, Steve. It's okay. Don't do it right now. Wait, you got a few more hours. There's no watch there.
And someone from our your audience, I think Rocket Dude 308, he mentioned a nice point that make sure that to know your progress and how you are doing with your learning, you should go over the practice exams to know where you stand while
Yes.
you are into that learning journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where you can sign up for the Get Certified Challenge, because we give you a free voucher for the official practice exam. So make sure to sign up for that. And we should be able to add another link to that in the chat. So hopefully the chat moderators can throw that in there for you.
So Aaron, let's say I'm going to tune into Power Hour.
Yeah,
Let's
do
just
it.
say that.
No, please do it.
I will
Don't
do
just say it.
I'm joking. I'm joking. So I'm going to tune into Power Hour. What should I expect my experience to be? Is it just you? Do you have friends coming on?
Oh, I have.
What's the format?
I have friends. I have a lot of friends. It's not just
Okay,
me
throw it in my face,
It's not
you
just
know?
me saying that, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of friends. Thousands, millions of friends, billions of friends, many, many friends. So here we can see.
Wow. I feel lonelier by the moment.
The first episode 1, Kevin Schaefer Morrison joined me. He's one of our solutions architects focusing on the startup industry. So thank you, Kevin, for joining. And then episode 2 and 3, Harrison Sherwin joined. He's also a technical trainer with training certification. Episode 4, right here. Episodes 4 and 5, Bart Castle joined me for episode 4 this week. And episode 5 next Monday, he'll be coming back. Bart Castle is also a technical trainer with training certification. And you know what? Kevin comes back for episode 6 to wrap it all up.
You have recurring characters.
I have recurring characters, yeah. Recurring friends.
Sorry, friends.
Friends, not characters.
Millions.
Billions.
Yeah.
Many, many.
Yeah, yeah. Some of us aren't as #blessed as you, Aaron, but you
Hashtag.
know. Anyway, so watching Power Hour is going to ultimately help me get certified.
Yes.
But what else should I be doing? Because I assume Power Hour is not the only thing that I should be doing to prep for my certification.
No. So you can read through the FAQs, and if we go back to the exam guide, it'll kind of give us an outline of certain services that we can focus on. And I have that exam guide pulled up right here, so what you can see, and I'll scroll down to the bottom. We're going to throw it on the screen here pretty soon. We have certain domains to help you focus on where you can apply your energy and your knowledge. And if we scroll down to the very bottom, past all the domains, which is chock full of a ton of information, by the way, then what we can see here is in the appendix, there are certain key tools, technologies, and concepts that will help you be successful. And you can also focus on specific services. And if we scroll down a little bit further past all this, let's go. We can see there are certain services that are clearly called out as out of
Oh,
scope.
nice. So
Yeah.
don't worry about
Don't
these
worry
for
about
this.
these for this
Yeah.
certification. Still learn them for
Right.
other certifications
good to
and your
know,
own
yeah.
knowledge. But it's good to know what we can spend our energy on.
Right. So we're running out of time, Aaron. I'm sorry, but I
Oh.
will surface something in all caps in
All
chat.
caps. Yes.
Do the labs.
Do
Yes.
the labs.
Okay.
Do the labs. Please
All right.
do them.
And AWSPowerHour.com.
It's where they can get all the information.
Go there now. Come right back